Alright, here we are, Canadian junkyard. Okay, pro tip here. Hey everybody, welcome back to your favorite YouTube show, Fixing Random Crap with Craig. Today we are a little closer to that title than I would like because we are dealing with this toilet. We've got a leak in the basement. I'm going to show you that in a moment. This toilet, when we moved in here, has had like this hairline crack all the way down the front, and I'm kind of curious as to whether that is contributing to this problem, or maybe if just the wax ring has become no more good. I know we did adjust some of the leveling of this house when we moved in, because it was a little bit crooked. So, and a little bit of this flooring has kind of like the grout is cracked a little bit. It's kind of hard to see that, but anyway, it's kind of that there's been some movement in some of these tiles. So I'm wondering if it's something to do with the seal, but well see. I'm going to flush this toilet. I'll show you how it's kind of leaking downstairs. Okay, this is the stack. That is the toilet, where the toilet comes through. There's some other stuff coming into the stack here, but there's the drips there now, just started. So it seems to be coming out from like the side. It also seems to be getting worse. I think it was, we noticed when we took all this drywall down, because we're in the process of trying to get this basement re-insulated and finishing the basement. Can't really tell from here where it is starting from, but it is coming from up near the flange, it seems. Actually, the video shows it better than I can see it in real life. Looks like it's off on that front side, the side over here, so that's the right side of the toilet. Anyway, we're getting a fair bit of dripping, obviously. So today's the day. We're going to take that toilet off and see if we can figure out what is on the go. You can see it's been kind of dripping, like I think it's been happening for a little while, where it was kind of seeping down and dripping off that part. But anyway, we're going to take this. Okay, a little bit of floor protection here, and we're going to just go and take those two bolts off and lift her up. Okay, we got our bolts off on both sides. It is a 12 millimeter wrench for that. Also, this toilet was caulked at the bottom, so I took the utility knife and ran that around. I feel like I'm going to have to do that a few times, but we'll see if it comes off. Okay, I did lift up on it, and the caulking released, so it's going to come now, but normally when I'm taking a toilet off, there's also a bathtub. There's no bathtub in here. This is just a powder room. That's a place I can just dump all the water. I usually would put the toilet in the bathtub, let it just kind of drain out, but that's not going to work. So I'm going to get a cup and just kind of get as much water as I can out of the toilet so it doesn't go everywhere. Okay, we have the toilet off. Got most of the water out of it. So I can see right away that there's no wax ring here, so they're using like a rubber type of seal instead. And I certainly see some deterioration and wetness on this side over here. So I'm going to try to get this ring off and see what we're looking at so we can figure out where it is leaking exactly. Okay, so we're down here. We want to see underneath the toilet now because I want to inspect this crack better. And there's still a little bit of water in it, so I don't want to flip it all the way over, so I would trust the assistant here. She's going to lift up the toilet, and we're going to take a look. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Right up on an angle. I want to be able to see underneath here if the crack is anything but, let me see here, a lot of spider webs down here. I don't see much. Can you go back a little more? I'm going to see if there's anything funny down here. I don't think so, man. Pulling it towards me a bit. There's spider webs all over my phone now. That crack seems to be really just very aesthetic. There's no crack that I see. The back here. Let me see if I can turn on the flashlight while I'm filming. Can I do that? Can I? No, it won't let me. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video and turn the flash on and see if I can see a crack anywhere else, but I don't think I see one. Okay. Okay, so we inspected underneath the toilet. This whole crack thing that I was concerned about, I'm not buying it. The area of the toilet that attaches to the drain, to the flange there, is in mint condition. There's no reason why it should be leaking. So I have a theory. I have a theory that that rubber piece is not doing its job anymore. That's over in the sink now. I took off that rubber gasket. That seems to be another way of doing it, aside from the wax rings. I also have another theory that the bolts may have been over tightened on this toilet, because when I look at this flange, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this on the video, but like it seems a little higher at the points of the bolt. It's lower in the front a bit. So I think the issue has become that maybe when it was, oops, turn the lights off, mistake. When that was installed, they were over tightened, and over time that has risen, caused the plastic piece to rise up and caused us to lose the seal a little bit around that flange. So that rubber piece was not doing its job anymore. So I'm going to go old school and put a new wax ring on. I've got an extra tall one here that hopefully will be a perfect fit. And yeah, we'll see if that stops the leak. So more to come. The way I like to install these is you kind of rip those pieces a little bit so that you can get the wax down on the flange. And then, because once you touch the stuff, it's just all over you. Use the plastic part to push down on that, and then you can pull this there's a little hole that pops out, and then you've got that piece of garbage ready to go, and your wax ring has been untouched by your fingers. So it's less gross and it doesn't get everywhere, and now it's ready for the toilet to go right on top of it. And when that toilet sits down, it will squish out all of that wax and hopefully create a better seal than we had previously. And then we're going to be able to put the toilet back on, fill it back up, flush it, and see if it's leaking. We'll keep an eye on it for a little while, but we should be able to tell right away, I think. Okay, toilet's reinstalled. Wax ring is in place. Screws are bolted down, not crazy tight, just enough to hold it. This thing is not moving anywhere. Water's back connected. It's filled back up. So we're gonna flush it and go see what we see downstairs. Here we go. Turn the lights on. Let's see if we're getting any dripping now. I have a theory too. I have a feeling that I do hear water running, but it is inside the pipe. I'm not seeing any drips here. All sounding good. I will stand here for a minute though and just see. Make sure we don't get any. Hoping this area will. I'd always noticed, like, we just took the drywall off of here, a few weeks ago, because we're getting drywall down. And I was like, it looks wet, but it wasn't really wet. Anyway, I think it was just dripping a little bit each time. So we'll see if this actually dries out now. That'll be another telltale sign that we're fixed. I'm not seeing any drips now. I think we are back in business, baby. I will keep an eye on this and wait a few days to publish this video, just to make sure that everything's good. But I do want to show you that rubber ring. So I'll go get it. Okay, this is our rubber ring here, and it's kind of gross because there's poop on it and stuff, but I'll wash my hands real good after this. Notice how it's really wide over there. It's probably at least a ½ inch there. This is where the screws were, and it is compressed down significantly. So I'm guessing maybe it was tightened too much, but also I think maybe just over the years it compresses, and it's just not going to provide that same seal. It's really narrow there. That's the screw on the other side, and then when I go this way, it's way bigger. Anyway, so I have a feeling that it just compressed, and these things maybe just wear out after a while. So that's going to be garbage. I'm going to wash my hands. And I think we can call this one done. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time on Fixing Random Crap with Craig.